Most people think belly fat is just stored calories, but visceral fat, the fat packed around your organs, behaves more like an active organ. It sends hormonal signals, inflammatory signals, and stress signals into the rest of your body. And that changes everything about why it feels so difficult to lose. This is the missing piece behind the experience millions of people have after 40. Hunger goes up, energy drops, sleep gets worse, muscle becomes easier to lose, and the belly fat stays. Your body is not treating visceral fat like passive storage. It is treating it like strategic reserve tissue. One reason is location. Visceral fat drains directly into the portal vein, which feeds straight into the liver. So everything this fat releases hits the liver first: fatty acids, inflammatory molecules, and hormonal signals. That is why visceral fat is strongly connected to fatty liver, insulin resistance, high triglycerides, low HDL, and elevated inflammation markers like CRP. But the deeper story is communication. Fat cells release hormones like leptin and adiponectin that help regulate appetite and metabolism. More recently, researchers discovered that visceral fat also releases microscopic biological packages called extracellular vesicles. Think of them as tiny instruction packets. They can dock with liver cells, immune cells, blood vessels, and even influence brain signaling. Some of these packages appear to worsen insulin resistance. Emerging evidence suggests they may even affect the hypothalamus, the brain region involved in hunger and energy regulation. In other words, visceral fat is participating in metabolic decision-making. It is not sitting quietly, waiting to be burned. Then there is the cortisol loop. Visceral fat contains an enzyme called 11-beta-HSD1 that converts inactive cortisone into active cortisol directly inside the fat tissue itself. So the more visceral fat you carry, the more local cortisol can be produced, and cortisol pushes the body toward more visceral storage. That creates a loop. Stress raises cortisol, cortisol promotes visceral fat generates more local cortisol, then sleep suffers, and poor sleep drives cortisol even higher the next day. One study found that healthy young men restricted to 4 hours of sleep for 2 weeks increased visceral fat by about 11% without gaining overall body weight. That helps explain why someone can feel exhausted, stressed, and metabolically worse even if the scale barely changes. Genetics also shape the picture. Some people are genetically more likely to experience stronger hunger signals, weaker insulin sensitivity, or less ability to safely store fat under the skin. When that safer storage fills up, energy overflows into visceral fat around the organs instead. Hormones amplify this with age. Testosterone gradually declines in men, making visceral fat harder to mobilize during exercise and dieting. In women, estrogen decline during perimenopause shifts storage away from hips and thighs toward the abdomen. That is why body composition can change dramatically even without major lifestyle changes. So what actually changes the signal? First, sleep. Chronic sleep disruption keeps the stress system activated. Second, movement. Vigorous aerobic exercise appears especially effective for visceral fat reduction, while resistance training helps preserve muscle, which acts like a glucose sink. Muscle gives carbohydrates somewhere productive to go instead of overflowing into storage. Third, protein. The liver needs amino acids and nutrients like choline to package and export fat efficiently. Extremely low protein dieting can backfire by worsening muscle loss and impairing fat handling. Fourth, food timing and meal order. Intermittent fasting lowers insulin, and visceral fat becomes more accessible during low insulin states. Eating protein and fiber before carbohydrates can significantly reduce glucose and insulin spikes after meals. All of these interventions converge on the same principle. Visceral fat is not just a calorie problem, it's a signaling problem. Your body responds to stress, inflammation, disrupted sleep, hormonal shifts, and insulin overload by acting as if energy reserves are still necessary. When those signals change consistently, the body becomes more willing to let visceral fat go.